Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you making the time for softball as we gear up. We're really excited to have a great year. We have 5 seniors that have seen significant playing time over their tenure at Mississippi State. All but one were starters as freshmen, and the one that was not a starter as a freshman was a starter her sophomore and junior year and played almost every single game of those 2 years. So we're very veteran. Looking forward to that leadership. All 5 of them are doing a very good job in leading this squad, in even our juniors, and Holly Ward being a significant presence in the circle. A lot of junior, senior leadership, as well as junior Kaylin Adams seeing a lot of time at second base last year. We'll split time at second and catcher this year. Looking forward to seeing how the leadership of these 5 seniors pays off and pays forward, and looking forward to seeing how it turns out on the scoreboard. But ultimately, all 5 of them are winners in my heart and have made a huge impact on Mississippi State softball since they signed their letter.
All right, we'll take questions for seniors Alexis Selfworth, senior Carolyn Sides, and Jeff.
What's the competition in this tournament going to be like to get the season started?
Well, Georgia State is our kickoff game. They have Ivy Drake, who hit over 380 and also over 400 against lefties last year. You can probably bank that you're going to see lefty Alexis Silkwood starting our season opener, as you would expect to see a senior veteran pitcher to start that game. So Ivy is one of the top 50 candidates for Player of the Year. She's one of the best hitters in the country, so we'll have to be real smart. But they all hit very well. They've got a good lineup. They did lose their starting pitcher from last year. However, they do return 2 other pitchers that saw some action. Western Kentucky was down last year. Nonetheless, we really try to play the game and play against ourselves, not our opponent. And we realize the game is always against us in our mind, and then the game itself. So we also have Stephen F. Austin. We have not seen them. It'll be interesting to play an opponent that we have not seen. We have played Georgia State and we have played Western Kentucky since these seniors have been here. So I look for it to be a good starting tournament. We'll have some good tests, and we'll be able to also put a lot of players out there. You'll see the main 5, but the other 4 or 5, meaning DP, could be a lot of different people. We're going to be doing a lot of switches early in the year. So I look forward to some good, worthy opponents, some good, strong softball out of the gate this weekend.
Carolina, obviously, the team took a step backward last year offensively. Is that more mental or physical, and how does the team get back to scoring the number of runs that you're going to need scoring to win a lot of games?
You never know exactly if it was mental or physical, but I think that the team has a great mindset this year. We're looking phenomenal in the box. Morgan Bell, she looks better than she's ever looked, and Madison Kuzi, who's a sophomore, who looks just great in the box. Everyone's having a great mindset and is just ready to go into the year dominating. And I think last year we learned from it, but we're not going to dwell on it. We're definitely going to get better from it.
And it's all about how you look at that. Setback is a setup for a comeback, and every experience, if we look at it as learners, what can we learn from our season last year at returning all 5 of those hitters? All 5 of them hit, and they will hit again this year. So what can we learn from that and that experience? And iron sharpens iron. We had the 3rd strongest schedule in the country last year, and if that adage is true, iron sharpens iron, we should be real sharp.
Coach, you mentioned last month when we talked about you spent a lot of time this offseason working on culture and being better teammates and things like that. Can you kind of describe that? What did y'all do? What was that process like to work on the culture and be better teammates? What did that entail?
just investing in each other, just spending more quality time together, learning about each other beyond a surface hello, learning where the person actually comes from, what drives them, and that just came from spending time together, asking those kinds of questions in those kinds of environment, and really trying to help our leadership council in learning how to do that beyond maybe a coach facilitator. I can always facilitate it, but they're going to get a little bit more real with one another when I'm not there. Just spending a lot of time getting in those questions and still collectively doing that. We've got several exercises lined up here in the next couple of weeks that I plan on rolling out, and we have a pitcher catcher sort of get to know you sort of monthly get together. It's just about investing in one another beyond a hello and we wear the same jersey.
Lexi, Caroline, I said y'all both kind of shaking your heads. Was that something that was kind of lacking last year, maybe a little bit, or just something that could have gotten better?
One thing that I like to think about is it was almost like a twilight zone last year, so that's one thing that we came back and we said that we're going to change this year, and we're going to not just invest in our softball skills, but invest in each other and really, really embrace the family mentality. And you can already see it. I mean, we have weekly get-togethers at one of our houses, and we play like game night. We go to the movies, and it's not just about our chemistry on the field. It starts off the field as well, and you can see it go into the weight room, into running, and ultimately into softball too. So I think that it's definitely been an improvement this year.
Alexis, when I talked to Dan last week, she said that, I mean, basically each year, since she's been here a long time, each year, maybe add kids.
Just graduated last year, Scott, from college.
Sometimes you add kids and whatnot. And Dan said that this off-season, it wasn't necessarily more along those lines of changing things as much as it was having confidence in what you do. Have you seen that in the circle, working on the mental game aspect of it, working on the confidence aspect of, yeah, my stuff is good enough to pitch on this level, I just I have to believe in myself first?
100%. Definitely. You can just see. I told Van, it was like my mind was just exploded one day because it just clicked. And I feel like that's what happened this fall is just getting past a barrier that it's taking what you've learned in the bullpen out into the game. And you can definitely see it in scrimmages about being uncomfortable, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. And she's done a great job every single year. And each year, it just seems like I just keep on getting better and better. And it's like, oh, coach, where's this come out of? But
Comes
I
from
love
you.
it.
Comes from you.
Y'all mentioned game night. What's y'all's favorite game?
What's it called?
Spades.
100%. I mean, it gets like intense. We'll wear like sunglasses so people can't see our face and stuff. Like, it gets really intense.
Let's talk about that. Coach always says he's going to get the ball at first game. Just jump in bid, get that first opportunity.
Oh yeah, I'm like, can we just go like play now? When she said that, my heart rate accelerated, and it's like it's really awesome because you get to go out there with your best friends and your sisters and fight for something bigger than yourself and be able to represent this university is such an honor, and it's so exciting to be able to do it for the last time. It's crazy.
You want to pitch now, can you supposed to be 46 degrees?
Oh. We like to tell each other whenever it's cold is it's 98.6 inside our body, so that's all that matters.
We're gonna process this season from the inside out. What we feel about ourselves is the most important. Our self-worth, our confidence level, and no offense to you all, we love the publicity, but we're gonna make sure that we tune out some of the opinions from elsewhere. Not necessarily just you, but others as well. Our friends, our parents, our whomever those outside influences may be coming from, the student body, whatnot. We know who we are, and we know who we are as individuals, and it's 98.6 inside. That does not mean my big puffy will not be on, but all the time I will be telling them that it doesn't matter what happens on the outside. It's what we believe about ourselves as individuals, as an internal group from the inside out.
How about the first year of the new stadium now that that's over with, and not having the construction and having the hassle and having to work around all that, and now it's your home and you've already moved into it and all all that. Just talk a little bit about last season, what kind of boost that gave the program.
I think it just, recruiting, just the look of it, it just made everything so much sweeter and nicer, and it just will help this program in the long run in so many ways. We got to host the SEC tournament because we had a huge, beautiful, nice stadium, and that's something that not everyone in their 4 years gets to do. So that was a really cool experience, and I'll never forget that. But just having a big, huge stadium just makes you so grateful, and wants you to, it makes you want to win more for this university and pay back your dues for everything that this university has done to us.
And same with all the teams before us paved the way so that we got to get the benefit of having the beautiful stadium. So it's awesome to be able to call that home and to show whenever the alumni come back and say, hey, look at what y'all helped us do. So it's just every single day we walk to the field, we still just smile and be like, hey, that's our home. We're so proud of it.
We put it all over our Snapchat all the time, and it's just the greatest feeling ever walking up to it and knowing that that's our stadium.
I think one of the greatest things it does for our program was the question is that not only when they put on their jersey do they feel pride to put on the Mississippi State jersey, but they feel proud when they step out between the white lines. They're proud of where they're playing. They're proud to be able to look in the stands and see. We set a record year in attendance in a down year. So it just shows you what the facility brought to our program. And for them, it's a sense of pride in that their administration, at the time Scott Strickland, now John Cohen and President Keenum, believe what they are doing is worthy, and that spills over into the community in that they showed up because what we are doing is so much fun and it is worthy, and it's worth their time, and since it's free, it's worth their family time. They don't have to spend a dime to come out to see us, and they get a wonderful experience in that. Our girls are going to play their hearts out, and then they're going to come in the stands and meet them, and it's free, and you can bring your kids and not have to spend $40 or $50 at the ballpark, and they're going to actually get an experience, and one that they can take home with them, and that they're going to get to meet the players after the game, win, lose, or draw.